Good morning, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new, welcome to a new video. I am so excited. We are heading off in about 10 minutes to go and meet a friend of mine at the station because we are dog sitting her dog for the week. She's so cute. A dog is definitely something we have discussed, and we have dog sat this dog a couple of times when we lived in London, and that was fine, but obviously we lived in a flat, we had no access to outdoor space, so it's gonna be very different dog sitting, I think, in a house. I mean, obviously a lot of the stuff is still the same. Still need to take them on a walk, still need to be fed, still need to care for them, but we have a garden. So I don't know, I'm interested to see how different or not it's gonna be dog sitting with a house. Out in the countryside, catching the train rather than the tube, like it's all very different, but we are gonna go and meet them in town. Then our friend is gonna walk back to our house, have a little nosy around, drop her dog off. We then keep the dog for just over a week, and then she comes back next weekend and picks her up. And I cannot wait, I'm so excited. I've seen the owner many times over the last few weeks, but I haven't seen the dog in like forever, and I'm so excited to see her. So we're gonna go get ready, we're gonna leave the house, we're gonna go see the friend, but mainly the dog. I mean, B, I love you, but it's your dog. And yeah, we're gonna go and pick her up. And this is basically gonna be a video of slow zooms on Winnie's face because she is so cute. Let's roll on an epic week. Winnie, we're gonna go downstairs. We're gonna go downstairs. Go on then. Oh, you're on cage again. Winnie. It is so much later and she is here. She's so cute. B came and dropped her off around lunchtime. We had lunch together and then we spent the afternoon curled up on the sofa reading books together. But it does mean I finished 2 books this afternoon. I thought I'd just do a quick check-in on them before we have dinner. So the first one I finished is In a Thousand Different Ways by Cecilia Ahern, who wrote, as I discovered when I was looking up the book afterwards, she wrote P.S. I Love You and Love Rosie. So I think Love Rosie was called something else as a book, but those two obviously turn into films. And I liked this. I thought it was like, it goes into like the category of like cute, had a good time reading it. We'll probably forget it relatively quickly, but I gave it like a 3.54 star kind of rating. Like, I thought it was a lovely book. I'm glad I read it. It says a lot about kind of how you can read emotions. I mean, she can literally read emotions, but like how, if you have the ability, obviously, to feel empathy, it's basically about that. And then on the back it starts talking about the one person she can't read, and that's the person who could change her life. So I thought it was going to be like a romance story going into it, but the romance doesn't come until about 70 pages to the end. So it's mainly about her and about her living her life with this condition. Yeah, I liked it. It was very sweet. And then I read Messenger of Fear by Michael Grant, which is in my January TBR. This is the author who wrote the Gone series, which I read when I was a teenager, which is about a series of kids who get stuck in a dome and develop like superpowers. This, I gave it 2 stars on Goodreads. I kind of felt like the ending was interesting, but I kind of saw it coming. And apart from that, there wasn't a huge amount going for this book. There's a second one, which I have and I'm not quite sure where it's gonna go. I kind of felt like there was a plot, but there also wasn't. But I breezed through it really fast because the font is huge and it's only 300 pages. But I don't think I would recommend this. His other series, Gone, is a little bit YA, but it is such a good story, series, selection of characters, everything. Well, this, I'm not sure, but maybe the second book will be more interesting because this one, I don't know, I'm not sure. And then I haven't actually started it yet, but the book that I'm going to read next is Crown of Midnight, which is the second book in the Throne of Glass series. A little reading wrap up. Winnie is downstairs. Life is good, and I just wanted to quickly check in. I say quickly, it's been nearly 5 minutes. Oh. It is the following day, the following morning. It's 8 o'clock. We've been up for an hour and a half. Winnie's been out for a walk. I've read some of my book. I've had a cup of tea. I think it's now time to make some breakfast before we start work, but it's just a very slow morning. Isn't it, Winnie? You're not in it.
It's just you have to make a...
It's a work from home day. It is actually, I think, like 10:30. I've done a decent chunk. One of my shows moved on to a new ticketing system this morning. So it was a lot of like checking it still works, checking all the links, checking the booking extension date it was still correct or not correct. Just lots of like checking. But that's now all done. And it's now time to get on to Monday reporting. But I've got a lovely little fluffy companion today, and she's so cuddly. I absolutely love her. She's quite sad because Alex has had to shut his door because he's in a meeting, and I think she's quite codependent and quite likes love and affection always. But we're gonna take her out on a walk in about half an hour. You know that word, you do. Take her out in about half an hour. It's a lovely sunny day here. It's actually warmed up a bit. It's like 3 degrees. Upstairs? Upstairs? Come on. It is quite a lot later. Alex has taken Winnie out for a quick walk because we divide and conquer. He does evenings because once I am cozy, there is no way, shape or form I'm getting cold. But I do the mornings because if the alarm goes off at 6 AM or Winnie wants to go out at 6 AM, I don't care, I'm off out. So yeah, Alex is taking Winnie out for a walk, and I've spent the evening watching YouTube. You can probably just about see the iPad in the corner, and have been doing my blanket. If you didn't see my trying hobbies video, I started finger crocheting a blanket. Where is the thing. Here it is. And it's really easy. I mean, I say it's really easy. There was a lot of trial and error, but once you get going, it's really easy. And I did, I think, like 4 rows, and it's getting there. It's taking time. I've still got 5 things of yarn left, and I might need to buy some more, but I'm getting there. I forget how to do it between every single go of doing it, but it's still a fun hobby, and I had a nice time doing it. Get ready for bed. I mean, it's only 9:15, but as Winnie would not settle last night, we are shattered. She's been a lot more settled today than she was yesterday, so I'm hoping tonight she sleeps well, but like last night was so tiring. So we are gonna wrap it up, get ready for bed. I think Alex is gonna go straight to bed. I think I might sit up and read for a bit and keep reading Crowd of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. I have read an ebook in the middle of reading this book, so I'm only on page 84, but I love this universe. And this is literally book 2, but there's something about Sarah J. Maas's writing which is just truly infectious, and I'm having a really nice time reading it. So I'm gonna curl up in bed, continue this book. Alex is slightly gonna go to bed, and fingers crossed Winnie has a better night and wake up tomorrow morning feeling a bit more refreshed. I almost don't want to use them because they are so clean. Time to do my makeup, get ready. Got a little companion, obviously. We're gonna leave home in about 15 minutes, so quick face makeup and then let's head off. I'm up, I'm dressed. Slept a bit better last night. Winnie at least would settle. I think the problem we have is when we lived in Greenwich, when she got out of bed and like potted around, we didn't really hear it because it was carpet. But because not only are these wooden floorboards, but they're wooden floorboards that like creak, you can basically hear everything she's doing. So I actually do probably think she's just as settled as she was. I mean, she's currently basically dead on the bed. I just think we can now hear more of it. So actually it's less chill than it was, but it's time to get ready to head off to work. So we're gonna pack all of her bits up, head off, and yeah, my hair is so long when it's straight. Oh, I think she knows where she's going.
You remember me, don't you? Yes.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing for? What have I done? What's wrong? It is a lot later. It's actually 8 p.m. I've only just got back because I ended up staying in the office a bit later and then I ended up catching a slow train home so that Winnie and I would have a seat, and I ended up just like sitting and reading my book. So I made it a decent chunk of the way through of Crown of Midnight today. I'm on page 302. I feel like these weekly vlogs that I'm filming at the moment, just as I'm going through different phases of my week, it's basically me updating on how quickly I'm reading through books. Because my commute is now quite a long sit down rather than my old commute, which was a bit of tube, a bit of walking, a bit of train, a bit of DLR, a bit of this, a bit of that. I am just reading a lot more. Slept a lot better last night. She settled like 90% of the night and then would occasionally get up and walk around. So slept a lot better last night. So I'm actually feeling a bit more rested. It is the next day. I am ready. It's time to head off to work. Winnie has had a walk. I'm talking about you. She's had a walk, she's been fed. I've got a full day of meetings today, so thrilled about that. Finished Crown of Midnight last night. Obsessed. Part of me just wants to keep going, but I don't want to like binge read series. I quite enjoy separating them up so that I actually like elongate my enjoyment of them. So I'm going to go and read my last library book before I return this weekend. And this is Sarah Adams' The Match. And it just seems like a nice little cute romance story. It's a lot later. It was a long, busy, hard for very different reasons day at work. And then Winnie and I bonded in a way that I never thought I would. And I had to clean her arse. Don't say I don't love you, B. If you ever find this video and you ever watch this, I looked after your dog so well, scrubbed her arse. Anyway, it is quite a lot later. It's currently 9:15. She's staring at me. So yeah, I'm gonna head downstairs. He's basically reheating some chicken, I think thigh, and then some greens. And I think that's all we're gonna have for dinner tonight. But yeah, long day. Long day. I feel like I'm getting ready to go to some kind of like gothic death of your 20s style party. I've done like a little smoky wing situation with the Vive, the Essential palette. And then I've got my favourite red lip on, which I wear all the freaking time. The Rouge Fabulo by Bourjois in the shade 12. It's the perfect like wintry berry red and it's so creamy and I just love it. But I've very nearly finished my book. I've got 100 pages left of The Match by Sarah Adams. It's fine, it's giving like cute, that's all I can really say. So I need to pick a book for my journey home, and I think I'm going to take the House of Night series book. So the first one is Marked, the second one is Betrayed. Just to continue on in this series, because it is 12 books, and I do want to make sure I don't end up like leaving it behind. I'm feeling a bit more refreshed than I was yesterday. Obviously we caught up yesterday, I was in a bit of a weird mood, but I feel a bit more refreshed. She is absolutely. So yeah, I also got 2 little bits from Rimmel. They sent more of this multitasker primer, so I think I've got many bottles of this. I don't think today is the right day to bring it into the office, but next week I can bring this into the office alongside all the other ones I've got and hand them out to people. But I've also got the Miracle Pure Skin Reset 2-in-1 Serum Foundation, which I am quite interested to try. This is exciting and I can't wait to try it. But yeah, I am ready to go. I'm just gonna put some perfume on. So I really like layering perfumes and especially layering this under things. This is the Rebel Peach Me fragrance and it purely smells like peaches and it's so unusual and don't spray it in the mouth, and unique, but it's almost too unusual and unique to use on its own, and it creates like this really nice base for a other fragrance to go on top. I'm gonna layer over it the 7 Virtues Vanilla Wood fragrance, which is more kind of sweet, classic vanilla, basically. It's like the peach is like sneaking underneath, giving it a little bit of like a fruity twist, and then the sweetness is on top, kind of taking out the heavy peach. The combo of the two is chef's kiss. So this is my fragrance combo. I don't know if Rebel is still going. They were a little perfume brand in London that I went to their store and they gave me this as like a little sample. So yeah, that's my little perfume update for today. But I somehow wake this very sleepy dog up, get her downstairs, get her in her little, oh, why am I zooming quite so much? Get her in a little coat and get her off to the office. But it's my little update for this morning. So in typical fashion, she's asleep. Well, I mean, she's awake now because obviously I'm stood up and talking, but she's asleep behind the chair. What's that little leg doing? I've spent the evening collating photographs. At the moment, they're currently uploading to Boots, and I am gonna get them printed off. So I have a photo album which is downstairs, which I've actually finished. Right, let me turn you around and make you face me. So I have a photo album downstairs which is actually finished. So I need to buy a new one and get a new photo album, but I also don't have any photographs currently to put in it. I haven't updated it since the beginning of 2023, so Yeah, there's like all sorts. There's photos from work events, from the office, from gatherings of both friends and family, wedding and house related events. There's some like trips. Alex and I didn't really massively go on holiday in 24. There's some holidays in 2023 in there, but for 2024, we did more like just like day trips. Quite a lot. I'm actually quite I photograph a lot of things. I'm a bit of a, not a photographer because I'm not a photographer, but I like to take photos of memories to like look back on. So there's not much of the day left, but I'm taking it easy. I'm doing my little thing so that sometime later in this month I can sit by the fire, cutting out little photos, sticking them in.
I'm completely overwhelmed that I haven't used everything. I see just from the dishes. See, this is me putting those dishes away.
What are you doing, little girl?
What's going on? What's going on?
Are you okay? You gonna come downstairs? No? Okay, bye-bye.
So it is Friday evening. I am home from work. We are finished for the week. The weekend starts here. I am so tired. I feel like this week went really fast and I kind of blinked and it was finished. We still have Winnie. I can now hear her outside the door demanding to come in. One sec. Hi sausage, come on. Good girl. She's still here. We have her until Sunday, so 2 more days of Winnie cuddles, yeah? She's honestly so cute. I love her so much. I went to the library after work and picked up some new books. Ow, you've got bony little elbows. The book I just finished was the second book in the House of Night series, which is a YA book about vampires. Like, it's giving away. It's a very, very quick read, like a very quick read, but it's quite fun because I find it really nostalgic because I read these as a teenager. And then I've just moved on to the first book club book of the year with work. And this is The Rachel Incident by Caroline O'Donoghue. I'm like literally on page 9. So I haven't got very far, but this is my next book I need to read. And then I picked up 3 books from the library when I went and returned my other books earlier. So they're all off the same bookshelf, hence why they're all authors whose names begin with B. But we've got a man called Ove, I'm not quite sure. This is by Frederick Backman. I feel like so many people have read this book, and I've read nothing by this author. So I thought I would give this one a go, and if I liked it, they have more by this author in the library. And then I've got The Husbands by Chandler Baker, which seems to be about a collection of men and women who live in, I don't know if estates are the right word, but like a collection of houses together, that everywhere is like really perfect, like the perfect wives, the perfect husbands, and then something's not quite right. There's a Harry Styles that I feel like he stars in it with Florence Pugh. I feel like it's giving very similar vibes, you know? So this is The Husbands by Chandler Baker. And then we have a classic kind of thrillery book. This is The Lie by Hilary Boyd. Okay, should we go down? Which is basically about a couple that are super happy, super in love, super perfect, and then a secret gets revealed and it all falls apart. Some interesting reads. I'm very excited to read them. One of them I've wanted to read for a long time. 2 I've literally heard absolutely nothing about, but they sounded interesting on the bookcase. And like I said, this is a book I'm currently reading. And then just in case you are curious, the 2 books I have left on my monthly TBR before I've actually finished it is An American Marriage by Tahari Jones and Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo.
Somehow I just read 266 pages of this book in one sitting. So there's like the tiniest bit left, but it's dinner time. So I'm gonna pop my phone in there for now. And then I'll finish that off after dinner, but. What are you doing? What are you doing? You good girl. No.
I wasn't sure if I was going to continue this vlog into a new day and then I export all the footage into my computer and there's only 2 hours of it. So I think I'm actually going to finish this here. It's pretty much a week in my life because I started it on Sunday and it's now Friday. So that's like most of the week. And then I don't know if I will film this weekend at all or not, but I'm going to end this video here. And my camera is currently not accepting memory cards properly, so this footage might not even be recording. We will find out. So yeah, I'm importing now. I'm gonna get this edited as far as I can tonight before I go to bed because it's only 9 o'clock. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Even if it's for like all the montagey cute little clips of Winnie, who is obviously asleep behind me. An element of it I think is because she follows me everywhere, and the element of it is that the hot pipe upstairs goes underneath that floorboard, so it's actually unnaturally warm down there. So I think she also sits down there because it's cozy, but she's so freaking cute. And we have her tomorrow and Sunday, and then we return her to her mother. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.